Brian Bay here from the Bay and TV Perspective. So every year we do a MLB Pick Em, and this will be our 2021 version. We just want to do a video on it, kind of let you guys follow along or play along if you want in the comments. It'll be posted to all our socials and obviously here on YouTube. Greg, you want to let them know what the rules are?
Sure. So basically, the way we do this is baseball has many games. So we pick all the nationally televised games, and we also, to add more to it, because some weeks there's not as many national televised games, we do the Reds games for every Tuesday and Friday games they have. So this year we have 6 guys doing it, and we have, obviously, Brian and I are in it. Then we have our buddy Richard, Brandon, Andy, and Kevin. So this is our opening week of MLB Pick 'em, and what we do is we also pick. We started this a couple years ago where we will pick every opening day game and then every last game of the season. Opening day is Thursday this year, so we'll have all the opening day games and then 2 additional games on Saturday. So what we're going to do is go through our picks and kind of talk about them a little bit, and if you guys want to debate why we pick certain teams and why you would pick someone else, or if you agree with us, feel free to comment.
And quick, the point system.
Oh, thank you. The points, basically, for every team you get correct, you get 1 point. Every team that you get incorrect, obviously, you get 0. Rainouts, we all get 0. That we don't try to do the postponed games because it's too much tracking to do, especially with double headers. We don't want any confusion. We got a lot of competitive guys in this.
Yeah, for sure.
So we made sure to just eliminate any rain delay games. And then also, it reminded me that if your picks are turned in late, they do not count. So you can turn in your picks after the first game started, but any games that you missed after you turn it in, they count as 0 because, I mean, you're late.
Yeah, if the game's already started, it counts as 0.
Right.
But if it's like a 8 o'clock game and you turn them in at 1 after the first game started, the 8 o'clock still counts.
Right.
So you don't lose your whole day, but you lose,
any game that's already started.
Yeah.
So any game that you turn it in before it starts still counts.
Sounds good.
Whoever has the most points at the end of the season, regular season, wins it all.
All right.
So I think I got it there.
Yeah, I think we got it.
All right, so the picks, opening day, we all went with the New York Yankees, except Kevin went with the Blue Jays. Brian does not know Kevin. He's new to us this year. I work with him. He's just an anti-Yankee.
Yeah, he's a
one
new
of the
guy.
guys.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, he
Just
gives
a new
me
guy?
crap all the time at work about the Yankees.
So I respect that, though, because, I sometimes don't pick teams I hate
Right.
for the same reason.
Right. So the next one, we all went with Cleveland. And then the next one, we have everyone going with the Red Sox against the Orioles, except for Brian and Brandon. I think I know why Brian didn't pick the Red Sox, but I'll let him.
So my thought process is 2 things. 1, the Red Sox are just supposed to be garbage this year. And 2, unlike Greg, I'm a real Yankees fan and would never pick Boston to win a game. So
here we go. Already.
Just saying.
I went with the Red Sox just because I think they're going to beat the Orioles, even though I hate them. But anyways, don't let Brian twist it. The next one, we all went with the Twins, except Brian went with the Brewers, which I'm kind of surprised going that you picked the Twins for your...
I picked the Twins to win the AL Central, and I stand by that. But I personally think that the NL Central is just more competitive, and I think the Brewers are going to start off strong. And if I remember correctly, they're the home team, aren't they?
I believe
Milwaukee. So that kind of... I give home field advantage in my picks a lot of times, so it's a little insight to how I think.
I just think if you're a real Reds fan, you wouldn't pick a NL
They're not a
Central
rival.
team.
Come on, get out of here.
I'm trying.
That's not a rival.
Makes sense, though. We all went with the Cubs, so that kind of goes against the Reds fans.
That goes against... I knew you were going to say that one. I was waiting for that one. I was like, yeah, that goes against the Red Sox. Yeah.
So we're all on the Cubs. We're all on the Braves, except for Kevin again was with the Phillies.
I think he's just wrong on that one.
Yeah, he just doesn't know a lot about
But I mean, the
sports.
Phillies might take one, and they're going to take something. I doubt they're not going to get swept all year, but
they will.
This new guy just doesn't seem to be on it.
Yeah, and I was like to give him a hard time. He knows sports, but he's not showing it here. Anyways, we all went with the home team, the Reds, tomorrow against the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going to go homer on that one no matter what.
162-0. Yeah. We all went with the Dodgers. I think that's also, I hate to say it, obvious.
They're just heavy favorites.
They're a talented team. We also all went with the Padres, which if you tuned into the MLB Preview, that Brian and I both feel like they're the second best team, probably in all the National League. I mean, the
Yeah.
Braves kind of make a run too.
Braves, Dodgers, Padres, I think are the top three. So
Right. The next one, we all went with the Rangers except for Brian and Kevin went with the Royals.
oh, okay.
Care to explain?
The Rangers are going to be trash this year.
To me, it was a toss-up.
Yeah, I think the Royals are just going to be a little better. I'd like to say they're going to open off the season well because they're they're opening up their new stadium, but
Right.
They're just not. They're going to let their fans down,
Right.
and the Royals are going to win that game. It's
Yeah.
really my thinking is I think I tend to pick the Royals a lot. Oddly, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily a fan or not a fan, but I think I tend to pick them, maybe overpick them sometimes.
We had a couple of Reds go
So-
some a few years ago, so
Yeah.
maybe that's like subconsciously in your head.
Yeah. So,
To me, it was just a toss-up. I think they're both going to be bad.
yeah, and
So
you
I
just
was like, I'll go with the Rangers.
yeah.
So there's that. Then the next one, the Battle of Florida. We all went with the Rays, except for Kevin went for the Marlins. I'm starting to think this guy doesn't know anything about baseball. He says he does, but
Yeah, I keep waiting for Jeter to turn that
yep,
around down there, but it doesn't seem like it's going that way just yet.
right.
So, I mean, but I know baseball's rebuilding can be long, so
Oh yeah, we know.
yeah.
Then the next one, everyone went with the Mets except for Andy and Brandon.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Nationals.
Oh yeah, so I mean that's kind of a toss up, but I think the Mets are just a little
Yeah,
better.
and I agree. I think that could go either way. I just
Yeah.
went with the Mets because I think overall they're a better team.
Yeah.
My reasoning. The next one we have a dead split on the next one. So the Angels, you, me, and Brandon went with the Angels, and then Richard, Andy, and Kevin went with the White Sox.
Oh, so you're going against your AL Central team?
No, me and you. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
You are.
Oh, I'm eating my words
Yeah,
now.
eating your words now. But the Angels are, I think, a better team.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We'll see, but I think they could win that one. Who's the home team in that one?
I believe it's the Angels because it's a later game.
Okay, so probably the Angels.
Yeah.
All right.
I went with the Angels, even though they're always supposed to be one of the better teams, and they always kind of crap the bed. But I still went ahead with them.
Yeah.
Even though I think the White Sox would be pretty good as well.
Cool.
The next game we have, so the majority of us went with the Athletics, and Richard and Brandon went with the Astros.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of most of us just hate the Astros.
Yeah.
And then I will admit that Brandon and Richard tend to go more with their heads and then their hearts. They're better at that.
Oh yeah.
Generally
I will give
speaking.
them that.
But, I mean, that one's up in the air. Who knows? It's also early in the season, but at some point I got to pick the Athletics. So
Yeah.
why not now?
Yeah, and I think they're going.
No.
I think they're going to be about equal.
Yeah.
Also based off Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, I mean, we've done minimal research. I don't know how much
Right.
research they've done. Richard's usually pretty much on it. Brandon, I don't know if he's usually on it too, so I don't really
Yeah,
know.
I mean Brandon knows. Brandon to me is more of a football, basketball guy, but I'm not saying he doesn't do his baseball. Just in my head, where Richard is a baseball guy because he does not do our NBA pick 'em. He doesn't seem to really care for basketball to me.
Yeah.
But that's neither here or there. This is pick 'em. Then the last opening day game is between the Giants and Mariners, and everyone is on the Giants except for Brian and Brandon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just think San Francisco's really bad this year.
It's another.
I mean, again, obviously that's my reason for most of them, but I just think that Seattle isn't going to be good either, but they're just going to be better than the Giants.
Right.
I think the Giants are going to be a complete train wreck, one of the worst teams in the league probably, so.
Yeah, it was another poop pick.
Yeah, up in the
call for
air,
me,
so yeah.
honestly.
I mean, I'm kind of glad to be on the minority side on some of these picks, so it gives you a chance to get an advantage
Oh yeah.
over a lot of the other.
Well,
So if it goes your way, it goes well.
I'll say before we get to the 2 Saturday games and pick 'em. I mean, we've been in this for years. If you can start getting ahead early and basically, I mean, it's obvious. Hold on to that lead.
Yeah.
It's hard for, especially the later in the season. It's hard for guys to
Yeah.
catch up. I
No,
feel
I
like
mean,
NFL's the hardest.
It is, because, I mean, it's so short.
Right.
You know, but the Reds carried me to victory one year because nobody was picking them
Yeah.
because they were playing horribly, but I just kept with them.
Yep.
And then they got hot in July or something,
Yeah.
like post All-Star break. And then by the time you guys jumped on that bandwagon, it was just too
It was
late.
too late.
Yeah.
And they were winning. If I remember right, they were winning the ones where they would lose the series, but the game we picked.
Yeah,
So
they
we're
lose
like,
2 out of
I'm not
3.
gonna pick them.
But the one the one we do pick was the one that I.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
So you got that. So I guess Tuesdays is a good day for the Reds.
Yeah.
All right.
Bow tie Tuesday. Christmas.
Yeah, it is. It is. So the additional games to the opening day is 2 Saturday games. And the first one is between the Braves and the Phillies. Everyone's on board with the Braves except for Richard decided to go with the Phillies. And I'm not to act like I'm in his head, but I think what he did, I know a lot of times I do this, is there's multiple games in one series and they're
Pick one of
equivalent
each.
teams. I pick one of each.
Yeah, no, I've done that.
So that's my guess, Richard. I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
you've
let
probably
us
done
know
more
in the
research than
comments.
me. But So then the last one is the Dodgers, and I don't know who they're playing because we all picked the Dodgers.
Okay. So, I mean, it's probably the same who they played in opening day, but
we all won the Dodgers there
Oh,
too.
who cares? The Dodgers are going to win.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who's in the NL West that we didn't mention. It's probably the Diamondbacks or the Rockies are playing.
Could be. All right. Well, that's our picks. Anything else to add on about it?
No, it's just, I mean, obviously, if you're a sports fan, baseball is going to be a long season. We send out the new week late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, depending on when the late game ends. And we'll keep you guys that are interested updated on standings and our picks.
Yeah, and we'll keep this video going each week. Just you guys can play along in the comments or at home on paper.
Or call us idiots or agree with us. Either way.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you on the podcast. Don't forget to follow our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And our podcast is on pretty much wherever you listen to podcasts at. So
The Bay and TP Perspective.
correct. Have a good one.
All right.